Hello and welcome back everyone to La-Mulana Randomizer, and in this episode we are re-entering the Twin Labyrinths in the Shrine of the Mother exit in order to continue on our exploration of the Twin Labyrinths. There isn't really all that many additional treasures that we can get here. There's a shop that we can open up, certainly, and well, since we have the axe, we actually have the...
Now that we have the axe, we actually have a ascension.
Alright. But we do have the ability to go and take down, he's not actually called Hippogriff, but I'm going to call him Hippogriff because that's what I always think of whenever I see him. We definitely have the ability to go take down Hippogriff, which is one of the two guardians for the boss room in this area. Twin Labyrinth, because of its massive size and its gimmick, actually has two mini bosses in it. Zoo, the lion bird, and Hippogriff.
So the one is a lion bird and the other is a bird lion.
No, the Hippogriff is more akin to a bird horse.
Yeah, you're right. It is more like a horse. You do not want to insult a hippogriff. It will be the last thing you ever do. He is a tough boss. Do not take him lightly. You will get butthurt.
Hippogriff isn't that bad, especially since we have the axe.
Well,
I need to stop saying that.
Well, I mean, that's what you get for having overpowered weapons early game. Is now you're cruising through what is supposed to be a challenge gauntlet.
This is not honestly supposed to be a challenge gauntlet. Twin Labyrinth specifically wants you to take down Hippogriff relatively early on and then come back later for Zoo. Because Zoo, you're supposed to have the Lamp of Time for Zoo specifically. And I do not yet have the Lamp of Time, but I don't need him thanks to the fact that we have both the Axe and the Angel Shield. The Axe and Angel Shield combination makes it so that we're almost completely ready to take down most of the end-game combat scenarios.
Mm-hmm. So we get used to a pace, and then it feels peculiar when we don't just stomp the crap out of them.
We got the Grapple Claw. What the Grapple Claw will allow us to do is cling to walls specifically, and then kick off of them.
Well, that's cool.
It is cool. It is also completely optional. There is effectively one puzzle in the game where they desperately want you to have it, but you straight up don't need it for that puzzle, especially since we have the feather.
Consecutive wall jumps. Simply keep pressing the X button. You will continue to jump until you no longer have a thing you can jump off of. Isn't that right, Mario? Woohoo!
Nah, it's Mega Man that you're thinking of.
No, Mario can do it too.
Mario can wall jump, but he can't continuously wall jump.
Yes, he can. He can do it in Super Mario Sunshine. Oh, boss time.
Hello, Hippogriff.
1, 2, 3. He's already almost dead. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
9,
10. So he's taking 40 damage. He has quite a bit of health. 11, 12, 13, dead. We did it.
Oh, he dropped most of his coins. Damn
So mathematically, let's extrapolate from that data. Okay, so 4 damage a swing, you hit him 14 times. So he has 56 health. If you were dealing only 3 damage a swing, you would have had to hit him 18 times. If you're dealing only 2 damage a swing, you would have had to hit him 23 times.
Alright, so there we got the Scriptures item. What the Scriptures item does is it doubles the amount of experience that we get. Well, rather, I hate calling it experience, but that's what the game specifically wants me to call it. The actual term for it is soul. And do not kill the Black Witch. Keep the Black Witch alive. Oh. It is important for the puzzle to actually summon Baphomet later. Okay,
but we could kill the White Witch.
Yes, we will be killing the White Witch later. Alright, so the other thing that the scriptures do is it makes us immune to contact damage from bats.
Finally.
Yes, being immune to bats is awesome. And another map up there.
Oh, okay, sure. Now we're inventing floors that you have to stand on it for a little while longer, provided that maybe you already knew that it crumbled as long as you stood on it just a little while longer. So this game,
the game is not very friendly about those specific floors. There are like 3 of them. I know of at least 2. There's one here in Twin Labyrinth, and there's one over in Temple of Moonlight, which we've not seen yet. Although we can most certainly get into Temple of Moonlight. We should probably be going to Temple of Moonlight, honestly. Well, the only big thing that we're missing for Temple of Moonlight right now is the birth seal.
so learning curve is the characteristic of games that tells you about how long it will take you to get used to the game's tropes in order to approach mastery. Learning curve on this game seems to be getting longer all the time because I'm still learning new ways that you have to think like the game in order to proceed.
Yes and no. To be perfectly honest, there are very few bullshit puzzles in La-Mulana 1. Like, the only really bullshit puzzle in La-Mulana 1 that I can honestly think of is the mantra puzzles. And that's mostly because of just how little information you're given for them. You have to extrapolate quite a bit in order to make sense of the mantra puzzles.
Okay, are there any puzzles, are there any solutions that are only like once per game?
Yes. And there are specifically 2 solutions that are once per game that if you fail them, you can get locked out. You can get locked out of those items. And getting locked out of the Angel Shield and Flail Whip can be pretty fucking demoralizing.
Yeah. You know what else is demoralizing is not realizing that you have to cut the bridge, and then the bridge becomes a ladder because it has planks. Once per game.
There were Monster Rancher episodes like that.
You're not thinking like the game, and the game is a mindless creature. Therefore, you must lose your mind.
So what we're doing here is we are in the scrotum of the Temple of the Sun in order to impregnate our woman statue.
Dancing man.
Come on.
Just keep jerking it. Yeah.
There we go. We got the maternity statue. Now let us bomb ourselves on this particular wall.
Yay.
There we are. And it's a trap chest. Damn it.
We tried.
I should wasted my bombs doing that.
Well, we had to learn that it was a trap chest first.
Yes, we did. Alright, so with the maternity statue, we can do the Philosopher's Ocarina check, which requires us to go up here. Remember, do not swing your weapons in this part of the ruins, or else you will get zapped by the Mother Eye.
Peace. Peace, brothers.
And now you must sleep inside the uterus.
By staying at the pause menu?
Yep.
Jesus.
Booyah!
Dude,
we have successfully acquired the helmet, meaning that we are no longer impeded by waterfalls.
You're supposed to plug your controller into the second controller port. Dude, you're supposed to plug your controller into the second controller port. Come on, man.
Yeah, I know that that's a relatively famous example of a video game dicking with you, but personally, the gimmick for Psycho Mantis is so cool that I actually forgive it most of the time.
Yeah, it's.
Although
fine.
admittedly, I've not actually played Metal Gear Solid 1.
It's
so
fine when you know that the trope is a thing, but when you feel like you're an outsider to a club you were pretty sure you had acquired membership in, that's just downright frustrating.
Alright. Now, this particular puzzle is actually revealed on, I don't think it's that tablet, but there's a tablet in Temple of Moonlight that tells us about that puzzle where we have to examine 4 specific spots in order to spawn 4 weight pedestals in order to do the Fruit of Eden check.
You're right, because the game explains itself at some point. If the explanation is there and it's hidden, that's okay. If there is no explanation and the solution is a bit contrived, there's a problem.
Right. Now let's see. Am I gonna attempt to do this now? Okay. That room that we just opened up is where Axe Check is. Axe check usually requires you to have the Hermes boots. Because I have the grapple claw and the feather, I could actually do axe check now. I just don't want to. I have chakram. Ooh, that's a bit of a risk, but looks like I'm going for it.
Spikes. Yep.
Damn it, we missed. Oh well. What you need to do there is use any of the sub weapons that actually have a forward motion, like the shuriken, rolling shuriken, or chakram, in order to reveal that the wall that those spikes are sitting on is actually fake. Hey, an octule.
Yay.
Alright, so we're going to go heal, and then what are we doing? After we go in, well, looks like we're not going to go purchase any weights quite yet, which we should, honestly, because we're sitting at 10 weights right now, and I don't like sitting at anything under 20 weights.
And Drake. God damn you. They make you go through 4 screens just to get to the healing point.
Yep. Alright, Lameza, where are we off to now? We're off to Spring in the Sky. Okay. The reason why we're going to Spring in the Sky is because we now have the helmet, meaning that the waterfalls that are here are no longer impeding our progress.
Nice. I mean, it's not, we're not wearing the helmet, of course, because...
No, we are. It's not actually on our model, but we are actually wearing the helmet.
Right.
We also have the scale sphere already, so we don't need to worry about poison water.
It's a very wide hat. He can fit many things under that very wide hat of his. Dun, 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 dun.
So the mini-boss that we are attempting to go fight is called Nuckleave, but I always refer to him as Crabman.
Huh.
Also, we need to go open up that shop.
That's a Magic the Gathering card. Cast it for 6, and it can be a combination of your choice of blue or red mana for 2 of them, 4 colorless. It's a 4/4 creature.
Hi,
When it
Gillian.
enters the battlefield, get target red card from your graveyard to your hand. When it enters the battlefield, get target blue card from your graveyard to your hand.
Alright, so the item that we just purchased was the Bronze Mirror. This will allow us to actually see backside doors.
Are you jumping off of the waterfall in order to do that, or is that the double jump?
That's the double jump.
Gotcha. Bye.
And we killed Nuckleave.
Bye.
Alright, so from here, we want to get to that particular treasure chest to see what it is.
It's still, I mean, at this point, I mean, it feels like a cheat code run. It feels like I have Chicago typewriter. I could take everything down in 1 to 2 shots. That the normal conventions that make the game difficult, challenging, are definitely not present because I am not impeded by the game conditions that would have me at this exact point at the power that they designed me to be at. Away
Kind
with
of.
you.
No, the Shrine of Oannes. Hit this button, and what that does is it actually turns on the water for this area, specifically this part.
Good.
Then we need to hit this.
Right. The thing that I would not have expected you have to hit 6 times in order to activate. What did that even do?
What it does is it actually allows the waterfall from this screen to shift water into the next screen, and the next screen is the boss screen.
Jesus.
I am gonna show it off. Nope, I'm not. Okay,
So I noticed
down we go.
that the game will at least tell you it's a hittable thing because it makes a whacking effect. Like
Yes.
so other objects that are not hittable will not have that same effect. So that's a thing that again talking about a learning curve. You should probably learn to pay attention when you are hitting something and when you are not hitting something.
Right. And there we are. Now, what we're doing for the rest of this part is we're setting up for the boss fight against Bahamut.
Find all of the hidden things.
This one's not actually all that hidden. Once you've actually activated the Shrine of Oannes, the this particular weight becomes accessible.
Okay, and I'll put the thing on the thingy, and we do.
There we are.
Okay.
Now the Ankh for Bahamut has successfully arrived. We can attempt to go slay him.
You have unlocked a door somewhere in the dungeon. Where? Wouldn't you like to know?
Rumba.
Jellyfish.
Yes, jellyfish.
Stupid fish man. Huh. It's a horse that can walk on water.
That's hippocampus. That's what that is.
Hippocampus. That's the area of the brain responsible for memory, specifically short-term memory.
It is also the Grecian. Water horse mythical creature. That is part horse, part fish. In Yu-Gi-Oh, it's actually called Tatsunoko. No. It's the 5-star vanilla monster with 1350 attack and 1600 defense. I can't actually pronounce its name.
Yeah, the name escapes me.
And in the next part, we will attempt to take down Bahamut.
Now just remember that just because it's a card in the game does not mean that you should, acknowledge its existence. Vanillas must stay where they belong.